We are today here for a meeting of Ragtime project. We are here at RINA offices in Milan. The stakeholder reference group meeting is a meeting where we have invited external experts to give their advice and feedback on what we have done so far in Ragtime and what will happen in the future.
We need to make all the civil infrastructure life cycle more efficient in Europe.
Ragtime is a EU-funded, co-funded research and development project. The idea is that Ragtime will provide methodologies, tools and guidelines to help infrastructure managers of transport infrastructure to better manage their assets.
It's a tool, it will be a tool, an assessment tool, which will help obviously benefit people in different ways in order to look after their different assets on their infrastructure, whatever their infrastructure is.
Also meeting with the external management.
It can provide a solution that is a unique solution for different let's say steps of the management process of an infrastructure.
So they can benefit from saving money, looking after their assets better, being able to actually look and understand their assets better as well.
A lot of infrastructure managers does not have a very efficient tool for assessing and managing the transport infrastructure.
In Europe, a lot of transport owners and operators have their own tools in a way to monitor the asset they have. This tool actually needs to be a bit more standardized across Europe. That's really an important aspect.
Ragtime is composed by different partners. It involves universities, technological and industrial partners, as well as pilots.
I think it's a great team because it's well balanced. We have all the necessary competencies that we need to develop such a, let's say, an ambitious goal.
And also thanks to the help and to continuous comparisons with stakeholders, it makes a very interesting and stimulating context, and it's a very challenging project.
Ragtime is trying to identify sort of issues which are common to everyone and find solutions to help them doing better, customized to specific case study or business case, which vary from country to country, from infrastructure manager to infrastructure manager, from big project to small project, and so on.
So we can get a good glance of the different perspective around this topic. And this is really why most likely the project also was granted. The concept was good, was very nicely presented, but the consortium is also a very solid consortium to hopefully bring the right results.
The innovation in the Ragtime project is that it addresses the whole life cycle of the infrastructure. It's got 3 modules and it addresses the governance, the technical issues and the risk and financial issues.
We are building the common framework, this new framework on risk-based model, which is something completely different from what the existing models are using. So risk is very important.
Nowadays, asset management is based on a condition-based assessment. There's a need to move towards a risk-based approach to asset management.
Not looking at only figures, but trying to see is there a risk, in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
I think one of the main achievements of Ragtime itself is that this platform will be there in order that it can be utilised by the wider business.
The asset managers should be able to manage their assets in a smart and integrated way.
This tool will be able to be used at the very strategic level, but also at the operational level and at the very tactical level in a very transparent manner, so that there is no more decision to be taken without a transparent recommendation.
So far we have tried to understand, analyze things, propose something. The next step is really to deploy a validation strategy that will be used to set a framework to demonstrate and validate the project results, and then to determine the impact that this project can have.
I'm working for the Slovenian Railways Infrastructure Department, and we are the partner on the Ragtime project.
Measuring sensors are integrated into the measuring train
On the truck between Pragersko and Hodoš.
This measuring train is actually the first step of the whole procedure. We measure different parameters like stability, direction, gauge, width. This data in the next step we use to analyze.
With new analyze we can decide and predict some mistakes on the track.
We know where to send maintenance crew to repair, to fix the failures that we detect with our measurements.
This is contributed on the European Union because the whole European railway network is connected, and it's like we are part of this, and when we approve something on our part, that approval can be visible and usable on other truck in Europe.